Hi children, welcome to part 2 Indian election system. Let's begin. Next point, the polling day. Polling day means date of voting day. A person one who crossed 18 years that can be voting in that polling day. Look at the pictures. The polling day we can shows the identity card to voting. The voting in the beginning done by ballot paper provided in polling booths. But ballot paper contains names and some of the election symbols given by the Election Commission of India. It is very much helpful to illiterate person to identify their right candidate. Nowadays, voting system, it means date of voting done by the electronic voting machine. It's a short formally called as EVM. So it is very much easy to voting that day. Next is counting of votes. So after the announcement of counting votes done by election commission with the limited spaces and area done by election committee, the counting of votes is very easier when they adopted the electronic voting machine compared than earlier of ballot paper. Look at the following pictures are shows the counting of votes in the beginning of election commission conduct some votings, and then later this is transferred to electronic voting machines. The candidate can hear and watch the countings of votes from the recognized areas of constituency. In this area, the election commission arranged to voting counting in front of the eligible candidate who are already participated in the elections. And here the candidates can be seen the countings of ballot EVM, electronic voting machine, in front of the election commission. Look at the following pictures as shows the voting counting of the day. Under the certain of special circumstances, the recounting is permitted by the government. If the person not satisfaction of the counting, they can be go to contact the returning office declares the result of the final of counting. This one opportunities is also provided to the candidates one who participated in election. The next is political parties. Political parties are necessary in the democratic setup. So these are all the major role set up in the democratic government. The political parties became a training ground to develop leadership qualities. The political party that commands the majority in the lower house, like Lok Sabha, at the center of legislative assembly and state level government. The party that forms the government called a ruling party. Look at some of the pictures are done by the political symbols of the parties. And we can also find out some of the national parties like Congress, it means Indian National Congress. The question is arised for Indian National Congress. In 1885, A.O. Hume started this Indian National Congress. Next, national parties. I already told about national parties. Some of the national parties also there in India, like Bharatiya Janata Party, Indian National Congress, Communist Party are some of the major national political parties of India. They established their identities through their own party symbol, like lotus and hand signal and Tenevotta Raita Mahile and elephant. These are all the symbols for some national parties. Regional political parties. Regional political parties are the state level parties. This regional political parties also major role in democratic of India. We can find out some of the regional political parties in Karnataka. Tenevotta Raita Mahile, it means Jatyatita Janatadal Secular in Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh Telugu Desham, Assam Gana Parishad, and DMK in Tamil Nadu, and AIDMK also Tamil Nadu. These are all the parties are regional political parties. Next, coalition of government. Coalitions means it's a mutual government making a single ruling party. If they get the majority form of government, many a no party gets required majority form. That time they are called as hung parliament. In Kannada, Atantra Sarkara. In such situations, some political parties join together before. It's called as pre-poll alliance, and some parties join together after the declaration of election. This is called as post-poll alliance. Such a government formed with a cooperation different political parties. This is called also coalition of government. Next is public opinion. Public opinions is also take a major role in the democratic system. And public opinion is a very expressive and by the common people particular issue that concern them. And public opinion is trying to correction the ruling parties some identifications of some of the errors through media, TV, radio, newspaper, journals, and website such as other media help to sharing the public opinion. Next, media and democracy. Media is also taken an important role for democratic India. It helps to people know about the plans and policies of government. It also provides information and functions of government. It turns to help government to know about the views and people on important issues. And media makes representative, accountable, and answerable issues raised by the people. The people, media must provide the truthful, fearless, and unbiased and views. And print media includes a newspaper and periodicals. In their newspapers and periodicals must be registered with a body of registrar of newspaper. In order to improve standard of newspaper, the protection of freedom and press body they called Press Council in India. This is constituted electronic media like television, internet, and portals along with the radio nowadays. These are Government Broadcasting Act 1962. These have become a meaningful performance and platform for the exchanging of information between general public officials and public leaders